Peace, Anton the Bum. So we're all put on this earth to be natural born creators, and we're at our best when we are creating. So it's in your best interest to find out whatever your outlet is, your creative outlet, and to practice that. For me, it's music, and also I've done construction on and off my entire life. So I don't like doing construction for a living because I don't like to have to do anything, to be honest with you. I like to do things when I'm inspired to and when I feel like doing them. But I do really enjoy doing home improvement projects for myself. So the great thing about construction is that it is the perfect representation of having a vision of how you want something to be and the changes that you want to make, taking action and bringing it through to fruition. The reason I'm doing this video is because I am changing the floors in my kitchen. I've decided to tile the floors. I've been putting it off for a while and I'm going to get it done. Another reason that I'm doing this is because I have a house that I have envisioned that I'm going to buy in a warmer climate, and on the inside of it, it's going to have marble floors and metal appliances. So right now I got old vinyl floors that really don't look very good, and I'm going to replace it with ceramic. I'm not putting marble because I don't know how long I'm going to be here, and I'm not going to make it fancy for the landlords, but I'm putting nice ceramic tiles, and that will bring about an energy that's much more similar to what I have envisioned for the house I'm going to have. And that is important in any living space that you inhabit, that you make it as comfortable as possible and make it a place that brings about good positive energies and gives you thoughts of progress and whatever it is you want to attain in the future. So that's also why when I had to replace my refrigerator not too long ago, I chose this one, which has the metal front. And as you can see, it's not actually a metal appliance, but it gives that feel. It has that look, and it brings me closer to what I am going to attain when I do inhabit that house in the near future. So anyway, something to think about. It's very important to beautify your living space in whatever form you think will benefit you the most, and make sure that you're comfortable wherever you're at, no matter how long you're going to be there. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tile the kitchen floor. I'm going to show you how it looks originally. I'm going to show you the putting down the cement board. I'm going to show you tiling and then grouting. But I'm not actually going to show myself doing it because I only have two hands and I'm not going to hold the phone while I'm doing it. I'm going to show you the steps after they're done, and you'll see the difference each step of the way. All right, this is what's here now. It's old vinyl tiles I did years back. As you see, I never even filled in that part right there. Shit gets dirty no matter what you do. You clean it, 2 hours later, it'll be dirty. You see, I didn't even get this part by the door. I got all the other corners, but still needs to be replaced. So here's the cement board. I'll be putting this down. Then after that, I'll be putting some nice ceramic tiles. So I'll check in with you on the next step. Peace. Now I've done the cement board. As you can see, I didn't go all the way to the edge. I left that wood because I'm going to screw a threshold in over the tiles, connecting the tiles and the wooden floor. And so I left that strip of wood under there so I could screw into. Here's all the cement board. As you can see, it's not perfect. It doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is just the subfloor, this is just under the tiles. No one's ever gonna see it. Got all the way in there too, but then I had to put some stuff back in there so you can't really see. And then next step, I'm going to do the tiles. So I'll come back and explain that to you after I do that. All right, so I finished the tiles. Like I said, I left the strip of wood here so I could put the threshold over it. Got all the corners. Bang. This is my helper. He did most of the work. All the corners over there. The cut pieces are what really take longer. You gotta measure and figure out all the angles. The rest of it is pretty simple. All right, so now I'm gonna show you after I grout it. All right, peace. All right, so the grout's all done. Nice brown grout. Got everything over there. I didn't want to disconnect the stove, but it's looking good under there. I got all of that. And I think it actually dries a little more like that. Like a little bit of a lighter color. Because that part actually more like that. Because I did that early on. And then a lot of this other stuff is still not completely dry yet. I had some extra grout. So I decided, we're not going nowhere, bye. So I decided to put it here. There's a big space here, and I don't want anything to be able to crawl under there. So I built that up with the rest of the grout that I had. It was still wet and I didn't want it to go to waste. Come back here, bye. Casano, ven acá. Good boy. So now I'll show you how it looks after we put the fridge and all of that back in there. I said we, like this motherfucker's gonna help. But anyway, I'll show you how it looks once we put all the equipment back in. All right, so it's been about a week since the last video, and that's because even though I put in the thresholds and that looks good, when the grout dries, it turned out being about the same color as the tile itself, and that started bothering me. So what I decided to do was to buy this grout pen. It's a dark brown. It's about the same color as the grout was before it dried, and I liked how that looked. So we're gonna bring it back to that. So even though I put the appliances and all that back in, I'm now going to redo the grout with this, just go over it, and then I'll show you the final result. All right, so last time I talked to you, I told you I was gonna use this grout pen to color the lines in the grout because it was bothering me that it looked basically the same as the tile color. So I'll show you how that came out. As you can see, the threshold came out good. Grout lines are a lot darker and more definitive. I'm very happy with how it came out. I got everything, even though the appliances are back, as you can see. I got everything under them. You can't see it, but I made sure I got everything with the grout pen, so it's all done. Very happy with it. The only thing that I have to do now is to mop, because as you see, there's some smudges on the floor. I haven't mopped since I did the grout pen, or even since I tiled. I've only been sweeping, and I don't want to mop now because the grout pen may not be fully dry yet, and I don't want to damage that or hinder that from finishing this process. So I'm just gonna do the video now. I don't want to wait to do the video, but after I mop, it should look even better. I might even do another coat with the grout pen over that line and just make it look even better. But I'm happy with how it came out. Once again, this is a good example of manifestation and how when you have a vision for how you want something to be and you stick to it and you take action, you can bring it to fruition. Of course, this is a quicker example than most because it involves physical action to a degree where you really can determine how quick it happens. But it's the same concept as things that require more of a change in mentality. And I hope it inspires some of you to think about things from a perspective of possibility and know that things are possible and plausible. And the more that you expect that they are, the more they will be for you. I also hope that inspires some of you maybe to fix up your living space and make it as comfortable as possible for yourself. I can't stress the importance of that enough because no matter how long you're gonna be somewhere, it has everything to do with your mental state and how you feel. And also it provides you with an ability to expect more positive changes. So for example, I told you about how I plan on obtaining a property and having marble floors in it and having these ceramic tiles instead of those bullshit ass vinyl tiles that you saw in the beginning. That makes me so much closer to the expectation of having the marble tiles because it looks a lot closer to what I'm going to have in my house that I buy. And every day I walk in the kitchen and I see this, it makes me feel good and makes me realize how much I can affect change in my environment. So it's very important when you want to manifest something that you can bring yourself into a space where you can get closer to it and really believe in it. And this has helped me do that. I hope you all find some sort of inspiration from this. I'll be doing more videos like this in the future. I recently converted a storage space, which was essentially a closet without a door, into a recording booth. I put a door frame, I put a door on there. I completely covered everything with soundproof foam. I have an arm, like a microphone arm hanging from the ceiling with the mic coming down, put lights in there, laced it up. And it's a monumental difference from how it was to how it is now. I wish I would have taken videos step by step of that process, because it really was a dramatic change, but I didn't. I may be able to find a picture of how it looked prior, and then I'll show you how it looks now. If I can, then I'll do that soon. I'll also be doing videos on Dr. Sebi recipes, cooking videos soon, but that won't be for another couple of weeks, because right now I'm in the middle of a 21-day fast. I'm about 5 days in. This time I'm doing a straight water fast for 21 days, which should be interesting because I've never gone above 9 days, and that was a 6-day water fast, and then 3 days with water and like herbal supplements and shit like that afterwards. This time it's just a straight 21-day water fast. So it's well beyond anything I've done before, and it should be interesting. I'll be taking you along that process with me, because every night I make a video, a brief video about how my day went and how I'm feeling and how the process is going. So look out for that, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.